Alright, hello everyone. I decided to take some time to talk to you guys about this GMO mosquito scare. People out there really freaking out. One of the first things people have responded with as soon as they saw the announcement about the mosquitoes was, oh my, it's the end of the world, zombie apocalypse. Alright, look, it's not really as bad as you're thinking. The reality is it's actually much easier for scientists to manipulate the DNA in such a way that it doesn't work versus actually trying to put things in it to make it work. Destroying DNA is easy. It's something the scientists have been doing for a very long time. All right, in this case, all they've done with the GM mosquitoes is that they essentially manipulated the sex chromosomes in such a way that the mosquito, the male, when it mates with the female, that it produces sterile offspring. It's really that simple. All right, so the Aedes aegypti mosquito, all right, the one you see here, there are a few subspecies of it as well, is actually predominantly in Africa. Okay, so it's actually an invasive species here in Florida. All right, and so, of course, now there's talk of utilizing this GM technology, or this genetically modified male mosquito, to come into play. So people are freaking out thinking, oh my gosh, there's something horrible is going to happen. Not really. If you think about it, humans are born all the time with genetic modifications. They are not destroying the world. All right? All they've done is gone ahead and gone in here and manipulated the DNA of the male. And so the female, as you see here, feeds on blood. And again, actually they feed on nectar too. It's only when they're trying to nourish a brood, okay, in which they're about to have babies, essentially, is when they look for a blood meal. It helps nourish those growing, helps those eggs develop. All right, and here on this side, you see a mosquito on the right side here sipping some nectar. Now that could be a male or female, don't know. However, the males, we do know, they drink nectar exclusively. Okay. That's what they do. I think there may only be a few rare species in which males do that. If you didn't know, by the way, there are like over 80 to 90 different species of mosquito, by the way, I think in Florida alone. So people are saying, oh my gosh, but if they start having babies, how are they, this might devastate the ecosystem. No, not really. There's no reason for us to think this. Again, first of all, there's plenty of mosquitoes to go around. All right, and then secondly, even if we were to wipe them out, that's only a small population of them. Remember, these are species-specific organisms. The males are not going to go around mating with all the other mosquito species out there. So there will be plenty of food for tadpoles and frogs and birds and bats and anything else that feeds on mosquitoes. Now, I'm sure some of you out there are saying, so what? Let's just kill them all, right? But no, they really are vital for our ecosystem. And of course, the developers of this knew this. And again, it's only controlling the population here, okay, in Florida. That doesn't really control the populations that have moved into South America. Although there have been some trials in Brazil and a few other places as well that have seen some success. So yes, I mean, can we eradicate a species? Duh, of course we can. We've been doing it for a very long time. So scientists are working on this. Again, they're just manipulating sex chromosomes only so that offspring that is born that doesn't live very long. So and again, this happens to humans all the time, as you know, through chromosomal mishaps and stuff as well. All right, and again, so as you know, the life cycle is very simple. All they're doing is when that mosquito mates, okay, those offspring, because of something wrong in their chromosomes or something wrong in their chromosomes, they don't reach adulthood. That's all, and they can still be eaten. Will those populations begin to dwindle? Yes, but guys, it is not as bad as you think it is. Don't worry. Actually, this is a heck of a lot safer than pesticides on plants, for instance. They're trying to kill them with pesticides because, as you know, we can then negatively affect bees and other pollinating insects. In this case, this is going to help us reduce the amount of not just Zika, but many other diseases as well that this species of mosquitoes carry, and we can do this with other species of mosquito as well if we wish to. Okay, but in this case, we're doing it to the male of the Aedes aegypti. Now, if this somehow really was to become some monumental problem, which I just doubt, there's no reason to think that they couldn't release viable male species as well back into the population if needed. There are plenty of them found in Africa if we needed to, but we won't need to. They're invasive species here. We don't need them. All right. I hope I cleared that up. Thanks, guys.